Hello everybody, welcome to my Android Studio tutorial on achartengine library. We're going to be making a simple little line graph, as you see here, containing a data set which is graphed, and I'm going to show you how to do all these little things as showing the numbers and showing how the grid is and little details here and there. Alright, let's get started. First thing you need to do is create a new project. So go to File, New Project, and let's name it chart_test. Select the directory you want to put it in YouTube, and then press Next. The minimum SDK I'm going to be using is Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0. Next, and then we want to do empty activity, and then finish. Let it build. It takes a few seconds. Okay. Alright, so the next thing is you want to go to Project up here. Click Project, go down to Libs, and then what you want to do next is get the achartengine 1.10 or whatever is the current version out right now, and then you want to copy and paste that into your libs folder. You can get this library, this jar file online, but just googling up and searching, or I'll try to find it and link it in the description later. So once you've pasted it in, you want to click on this, right click on this jar file, and then go all the way down to the Add as Library. This is like the most important part for making it work. So once it's added, let's go over to the activities main XML. Oh, still loading. Alright, there we go. So we want to get rid of this hello world. We don't need that anymore. And then go to Layout, Vertical, and then drag that and drop it into here. So now let's go over to text. We gotta edit it a little. So let's see, we don't need this part. Get rid of that tools part. And then over here we want to do match parent. Same here, match parent. Next we want to go over to, let's go to design and then click on this, and then let's do this really the easy way, and we want to do chart. We want to again set an ID for this linear layout. I'm gonna do chart as the ID. So now when you go in here, see it auto-generated it for us, which makes it simple. So let's go over to the main activity now. So let's start with our declarations we need to make. Private graphical view, and I'm going to name that mchart. Next we want to do private xy molt, and then let's see, we want to do this one first, the serial renderer, and I'm going to name that one actually no, I want to do data set first. Yeah, data set, and then let's initialize it as well. New xy data set. Perfect. Let's make the next one now. Private xy. There we go. Renderer. Serial renderer. and I'm going to name that one mRender equals new XY render. There we go. Perfect. Two more. We need private XY series. I'm going to name it mCurrent series. Perfect. And the last one is going to be private XY series. Just scroll down and hit tab, series renderer. So this is going to be called mCurrent render. Alright, so next we want to make our init function. We don't have to do anything in the onCreate. So let's just, you don't have to worry about it, just leave it alone and go underneath it and do private init chart. Okay, now we need to create mCurrent series equals new XY series, and then we're gonna name it, we'll give it a title of sample data. Okay, that creates the object that we're going to store our data in, and then we're gonna take the mCurrent series and then dot add series to the m dataset. I mean, we're going to take the m dataset and we're going to add the mCurrent series to it. So now we're just going to populate the mCurrent series dot add, and then I'm going to do 1, 1. So that's, the first one's X and the second one is Y. It's Android Studio helps us out with that by showing X and Y there. That helps out a lot. So we can just copy and paste that a couple times just to populate our. I'm going to change it up a bit so they're not all the same. So this one's going to be 2, this one's going to be 3, 4. Let's make it a little different. Let's make that one 2, and then 5, and this one's going to be 5. Okay. So next we want to do the mCurrent series. No, not series. We want to do, what did I call it? I want to do that one. mCurrent dot, and then not dot, equals new XY series renderer. Good. And then we want to do mRender dot add series renderer mCurrent series. Nope, that's not what I want to do. mCurrent render. What the heck did I call it? Must have spelled it. Okay, so now we can go on to our next function, which is the onResume function. Protected void onResume zoom and we need to do super dot on resume. Perfect. That gets rid of the red squigglies there. And next we want to get the linear layout. Layout equals find, not capital letter, just find view. Perfect. R dot id dot, what did I call it, chart? Okay, that's from earlier. I labeled it chart, didn't I? Yep, chart. So next we want to do an if statement. If mchart equals null, if it's empty or there's nothing there, then we initialize the chart. Oh, that's what I forgot. I need to do void. There we go. We're not returning anything. So next, we want to create the chart. Chart factory dot get cube line chart view. And then we do this dot, not dot, this comma m data set comma m render comma, and then do 0 for the smoothness. Okay, and then we want to do the layout dot add view m chart. Great. So now we need to do an else statement. Else m chart dot repaint. Perfect. So now let's run it and see how it works. See what we got. If it even works. That's not what we want. Okay, attempt number 2. Okay, perfect, there we go. This is what we have. And as you can see, I can move the grid around, which we can turn that off. I'll show you how to do that. And this is like the bare bones which you need to start your graph up. So anything afterwards is pretty much just making it look pretty. So let's do some work on that. Let's make m current render equals, no, not equals, dot set line width. I'm going to set it to 4. Okay, next we want to do, in here we want to do m render dot set show grid, and then you want to do true, which will show the grid in our application. M render dot set pan enabled, and then we want to do false. If I can type, false. Next, this will turn off the panning, so you can't just click on, you can't just touch it and then move the grid around. It'll be locked in. Next, we'll do the label size, which will set the label text size, so the numbers at the bottom will make them a little bit bigger so you can see them better. Render dot set labels dot set label text size. You can also change the color, but we're gonna keep it what color it is. I'm gonna change that to 25. And then we're gonna do the, actually let's run it and see what we have now, what we get with this. Okay, so the numbers are bigger. We got a blue line now. I mean it's bigger, and we can see the grid, but you can see these numbers are they're too small. So, and they're kind of over the grid. Actually, no, they're okay size. We can make them a little bit bigger, but they're okay. But they're kind of going over the grid. So we're gonna change that. We're gonna do mrender dot set y label align, and then we're gonna do paint dot align dot right. So that should fix the, let's see, that should fix the label and make it go over to, there we go. So now you can see it better. So I don't like this black color, so like I had it in my earlier example, I'm gonna get rid of that. So let's see, we gotta do mrender and then dot set margin color, and we're gonna change that to color dot white. Okay, let's run that again. Let's see what we get. There we go. Now these, you can barely see the numbers, so we're going to change the color of the numbers now. mrender dot set y label, oh, not a line, I want to do label color, and we want to do 0, comma, color dot black. That's for the y coordinate. Now we're going to do the x, mrender dot set x label color, and then we gotta do color dot black. So let's run that for the final time and see what we get. There we go. Now the labels are black and you can see them a lot better. And here's the graph, and when I click on it, it doesn't move because we turned off the pan, and you can see the grid. That's it. Thank you for watching, and take care.